believe in. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought. No flow rain wasn't pouring down. See that pain was all around. See my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn.
Now, this is your starting five. At forward, 6'6", number 00, Royce O'Neal. At center, 6'11", number 33, Nicholas Claxton. Guard, 6'11", 10, Ben Simmons. Guard, 6'2", 11, Kyrie forward, 6'10", 7, Kevin Durant.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, it seems like it will be a great fit for Ben Simmons on the Nets. There's plenty of scoring around him so he can focus on what he does best, setting up his teammates and defending. He said, "I take pride in it. There's only one ball. If I'm able to get stops and give guys a hard time, then we'll be able to get further." Kevin?
First team all defense. All right, DA, thanks as always. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Jones. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Sohan in at the 4 spot. And for the Nets, Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Kyrie Irving is out there with Simmons. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Now here is Poeltl. Johnson's shot is off. Simmons against Jones. Pass to Claxton. Back to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. Now here is Irving. Covered by Vassell. Just 4 to shoot. They get it back. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Second free throw, no good. And for the teams that are struggling to meet expectations, Richard, what kind of advice would you give them at this point of the season?
Well, Kev, it all depends on why they're struggling. If they're trying to integrate new pieces, you got to stay patient. If it's chemistry issues, though, that can get a bit more complicated.
How would you handle chemistry issues when you play?
Well, some things are just unavoidable. Some teams have great chemistry, and some teams not so much.
Outside, Simmons. Durant in the corner. Let's keep it alive. Back to Simmons. Durant up top. 23 points his last outing. Outside Irving. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Jones with it. He's picked up by KD. This one for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop it.
Jones, the pass to Vassell. Johnson against O'Neal. Johnson dishes to Pirtle. Now the pass to Vassell. Over O'Neal. No good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Durant. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Outside, Jones. Johnson outside. Riddle with a screen on Irving. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score in soccer.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Now Johnson, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Simmons. Pass to KD. Here's Claxton, covered by Johnson. Irving against Johnson. The shot's good from Irving.
A true wizard with the ball. Irving has some of the best handles that we have ever seen at any point in time.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
Put your hands in the air and wave those babies like you just don't care.
Jones looking for an opening.
Show some love.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. A moment now to check out some numbers for Royce O'Neal.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now here's Mills. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
First quarter.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Jones. Misses and the dry spell continues. Nets leading by 4. Curry kicks to Harris. Outside Curry. Back to Harris. From deep three-point range. Pass to Mills. And the wide open shot from Warren. And a miss there on the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Richardson. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. McDermott passes to Roby. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. The Nets second.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Langford's checked in for San Antonio. And so he hits both. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Fame.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Outside Collins. Now the dish to Richardson. Over Curry. Here's Collins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Curry finds Harris. Hills with it. The pass to Curry. In the corner, it's Harris. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the floor for San Antonio, sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Gorgie Dan. Then there's Richardson. And it's Sohan in at the power forward. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Vassell, no good. Brooklyn leading by 4. Break. Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
Chang with a screen on KD. Richardson, no luck.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Left side, Irving. Outside, KD. Pass to Claxton. Back to Durant. And finished off by KD.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Spurs trail by 8. Now, Vassell, with an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Johnson the screen. Here's Sohan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Simmons kicks to KD. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered. Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Thomas checked in for O'Neal, and Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Josh Richardson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Count that bucket. And the Nets lead by 7. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And the rejection by Chang. On the wing, Johnson. Johnson draws the double. And he banks in the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
I love whenever Johnson looks to really score inside. Certainly has the touch and the confidence to get it done in there.
Here's KD. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Jones dishes to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them.
To the middle. Stolen away. Irving looking for an opening. Passes it to KD. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Thomas. And Curry subbed in for Irving. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. Hurdle with a screen on Curry. Langford off target with his 3. Nets leading by 7. Durant the pass to Sumner. Now here's Curry. Harris outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Jones. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD on the wing. Outside Curry. KD sets the pick for Curry. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Now here's McDermott. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To end the drought. He doesn't hit that one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical.
And now let's talk about that first half. A look at the top performers from both teams so far.
A couple of guys locking horns tonight. Neither one of them backing down as you would expect. You could tell both teams are giving these guys space to.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, it's been a grinding performance from him up to this point. His work on the boards in that first half was terrific. Well, KD's still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked but didn't feel the deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Ben Simmons is out there with Irving, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Down low, here's Pirtle. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Pirtle is so quick at moving to the hoop after the screen. Just awesome mobility rolling to the basket.
Irving with the ball. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Spurs trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones kicks to Johnson. Trying to find Vassell. He gets it to him. Devin Vassell came in as a 3-and-D type player. But he's grown beyond that.
He has added secondary ways to contribute on offense. Still not a great shot creator, but can finish plays in a variety of ways to help his team.
Durant, that's good.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Back to Vassell from the arc. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. Durant, the pass to Simmons. Here's Claxton. Outside, Simmons with the drive and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
Passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Spurs. Floats one. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And the amazing moves of Simmons, he's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
Simmons against Richardson. Pass to Vassell. Hurdle with a screen on Irving. Here's Vassell. A second chance effort. Hurdle's shot is off.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
There's the pass to Simmons. Back to Warren. Over Richardson. And he overshot that one, missing. Spurs trail by 14. Vassell with it. Guarded now by Irving. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to Claxton. Pirtle with the steal. Richardson outside. Kicks to Pirtle. Here's Sohan. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Simmons passes to Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. Passes it to Roby to stop the run. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Out of bounds.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Spurs. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference. Richardson kicks to McDermott. Shot clock at 3. Here's Langford.
And that's great defense. What Kyrie lacks in size, he makes up for it with quickness, instinct, and basketball IQ.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize What am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 6.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Here's Roby. Back to Richardson. Spurs working the ball around now. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Irving dishes to Harris. Mills looking it over. Out to Harris. Shoots over McDermott. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harris has got his first basket of the night.
And, you know, over time, we've seen Harris become much more assertive. Have to respect how much he believes in his jump shot.
Now, here's Langford. He's covered by Irving. Outside Collins. Shoots over Warren. Shot by Collins, no good. And here's Mills. And here's Harris from the arc. That shot off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
Your next.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for the Spurs, sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Jones. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Sohan in at the power forward position. Now Jones, he kicks to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Woo, boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
Outside, Simmons. Outside for Durant. KD sets the pick for Curry. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Jones drives in. Pass to Vassell. Screen by Poeltl. Vassell, no good. That's leading by 19 points. Durant with the screen on Jones. Takes it inside. And the 3 off target. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The pass to Sohan. Johnson against O'Neal. Poeltl sets the pick for Johnson. Here's Vassell. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Simmons with it. Jones covering. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
First personal foul.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs.
At the line.
On Wednesday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. And then on Friday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
and for their matchup with the Celtics. It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And another turnover here by San Antonio.
Yeah, another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Richard, I know you've been to Africa. Your mom did a lot of great work there. How gratifying is it to see the investment that the NBA now is making over there?
Well, I look at how basketball changed my life and allowed me to accomplish so many great things. And the more people that have the opportunity to allow basketball to change their lives, you got Basketball Without Borders, you have academies in basketball, you now have the Basketball Africa League. It's great to see these opportunities extended to more people across the globe. That's why basketball is a global game.
With the teardrop, Jones, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Simmons passes to Durant. Back to Simmons. KD, a screen on Jones. Shoots from the elbow. Simmons can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Here's Jones. Here's Pirtle. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Pirtle's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Here's KD. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Jakob Pirtle. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Nets?
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Johnson kicks to Pirtle. Now here's Vassell. Defense is right there. That one good for 2. 8 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kevin Durant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving, and that one falls for Vassell. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Warren comes in for Royce O'Neal. Thomas checked in for Irving. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Back to Durant. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Vassell, out left to the wing, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And basketball.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, Gorgie Dang, Josh Richardson.
Now here's Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now, our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.